Garrett Cole's a snake. What's going on there?
It's messy.
Yeah.
As I guess we should give some context here. We talked a couple weeks ago about foreign substances and the Giovanni Gallegos incident in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And people were starting to uncover baseball's dirty little secret, and that is foreign substance use on baseballs to increase movement, velocity, spin rate. So the MLB did crack down on it. They said 10-game suspensions now for anyone who is caught using a foreign substance.
Yep.
And umpires are now supposed to check 8 to 10 times a game
Yeah.
for foreign substances. So it's not very easy to cheat anymore. I'm sure guys will still find a way, but yeah. So Garrett Cole, it dates back to 2019 that he was implicated with this stuff with the Angels staffer who has since been suspended and fired and for making his own foreign substance and distributing it to pitchers throughout the league.
Yeah.
And Garrett Cole was implicated. A text was released. Whether or not that text was factual it hasn't been proven if it's from Garrett Cole, but basically saying, hey Bubba, it's Garrett. Do you have the sticky stuff for the baseballs? So
what's he using, or what's he supposed to be using? Spider tack?
Spider tack. Yeah, the Spider tack interview this week was wild. I was watching another podcast, and they were talking about it and talking about the interview where he was asked point blank, Garrett Cole, have you used Spider tack before? And his response was, quote, well, I don't know how to answer that question. Just lie. And that was the same response that this other podcast I was watching. They're like, just lie.
Yeah.
Like it's not not
it's
hard.
It's a clown move for sure.
You just lie, and that's what people say. You're on the record as saying you haven't used it, and I'm sure there wouldn't be as big of an investigation as there would be now.
Yeah.
And you even look at the stats, and of course, like you have to take in stride, Garrett Cole without foreign substances is still going to be a well above average pitcher. Yeah. He's got great mechanics and everything. It's not just the substances just help push him over the edge.
Yep. He's not going to be nearly as dominant. His ERA's up. Everything's
that's what I'm
up.
saying. The past 2 starts, his ERA's gone up.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple 5-inning games in there.
Yeah.
And Josh Donaldson called him out too on it, and basically said, you see his numbers changing right after 4 minor league pitchers were suspended 10 games for this.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm curious to know whether the 10-game suspension is going to be like steroids and like it's incremental.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get caught with steroids the first time, it's 50 games, then it's 100 games.
Yep.
And then I believe after that, it's a lifetime ban if you get caught a third time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see whether they do something like that because at the end of the day, foreign substances aren't the same way of cheating as steroids. Steroids are much more effective.
Yeah.
But
either way, you still have to be talented to get to where you're at.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Garrett Cole.
You still got to hit the ball and you still got to hit the strike zone.
And I guess we can't really, with concrete evidence, we can't prove that Garrett Cole is cheating. Like we have to say that now. But
Garrett Cole has not been proven.
No, there's no suspension or anything like that. But it's just the fact that you can't answer a simple question. Have you used Spider tack? Just say no.
We're speculating, but I mean it's pretty clear cut.
And like I said a couple weeks ago, that Gallegos incident was just kind of the door opening to this whole thing. And we're starting to see more and more people talking about it. So it'll be interesting to see down the road if any MLBers get that 10-game suspension because it's only been minor league players so far.
Yeah.